Kim's Craft Time. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Okay, this is week 4 of the collaboration of posting on every Wednesday in the month of November. If you haven't already seen the past 3, please go back and take a look. I sure would love for you to do that, and maybe take a hop on over to see the other participants. You can check them out. They're down in the description. Also, be sure to check out Beth over at Bourbon Creek. Bourbon Creek is the one that is sponsoring this collaboration, so be sure you check all of them out and show them some love. Thank you. Okay, so now we are going to move on to today's project. Today I think I'm going to make a like a little mini Christmas booklet. Instead of me trying to explain, let's just move right into it. Okay, I've already cut out some of the pieces that I need for this. So now I'm just going to pull out my cutter so that I can show you what I did and how I did it. Okay, you do have to pay attention to direction on this because of the way the pages are going to be. In this case, I want to be able to fold it this way. So in order to be able to fold it this way, that means I've got to cut it in this direction, so that way when I fold it the way that I want to fold it, everything will be right side up and nothing will be upside down. Okay, so here we go, and we need, this is a 12 by 12, so we just need to cut it in half at 6. Okay, and then I'm going to close this up, take the scoreboard, and we're going to score it down the middle at 6. Alright, I like to go down it a couple of times. Now, let me show you a little trick. If you take and you flip it over and you put it right back in this corner right here where everything is flush up against the edges. Okay, and then take this and fold this over this way, which, by the way, I just learned this little trick from another fellow YouTuber over at May Made It. This way you will get a good fold all the way to the edge every single time. Alright, so see, isn't that perfect? Alright, and then I'm just going to score it this way, and then we'll have this right here. Everything is right side up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the edges and I'm going to just glue along the edges right here, and let me move this so you can see. Okay, along the edges right here and right here. Now, I'm not going to get glue off into the center or anything, and I'm not going to glue this edge because that's going to ultimately end up being a pocket. Okay, I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've got that done, let me show you what I did. Okay, basically what I did is I made little pockets. I got 6 pages. Each one of these pockets are going to be a page. Okay, I'm being very, very careful to make sure that the folded edge is right here. The reason why is because I'm not going to do it right now, but eventually I'm going to punch holes for the rings to make a book. Now, I've already cut out some chipboard. They are also 6 by 6. And I'm going to cover the chipboard with some of the cut-aparts from the paper pack. And these will be my outside and inside covers. Haven't decided what I'm going to put where just yet, but I have an idea. Okay, so remember what I showed you about sinking your blade so you can get a perfect cut or a near perfect cut every time. See how nice that is? Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing right here. Actually, that's not terribly straight. There we go. There we go. Alright. So now, let me test these out on here and just see, because I have a feeling that, yeah, see, I've got a little bit of hangover. You know, I thought I might, but that's okay. I can trim that. That's no big deal. If I have that kind of hangover on both sides, that might work out even more. Okay, so now then we got to figure out what I'm going to use for my front. I think I really like the Noel. I think that would be really pretty on the front. But I like the Warm Wishes too. I think I'm going to have the Noel in the front. And then this will be on the back side of it. Yeah. You can see it'll flip and it'll look like that. Okay, because this is heavyweight cardstock and this is chipboard, I'm going to use glue instead of tape. It'll be a lot faster. I'm just going to do it like this. Get all my edges done first. And then just kind of go all over it like that. Now I'm going to pick up my chipboard. And just like that, I'm going to cover it. Now, the reason why I did it that way is so that down at the bottom it would be a perfect cover. Now I'm going to take my bone folder and just kind of spread that glue around real good so I'll get some, so I can get some real good contact. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty. I need to rub it just a little more right here. Yes, that's better. Okay, and then this one. I think this time I'm just going to put it directly on the chipboard so y'all can really see what I'm doing. And I can see better what I'm doing too, and don't worry about those white edges that you're seeing around that chipboard. I can easily trim that away when I'm done. Okay. Make sure I get my right side up here. Should I have the poinsettia at the top or the bottom? You know what? I like it at the top. So that's the Noel side. So I'm going to do the same thing, whoops, with this that I did with the other one, and I'm sorry, I guess it's probably not ideal for y'all to be able to see what I'm doing, but there we go. Just rub, rub, rub. Getting that all in there real good. Okay, I'm going to take my Fiskars finger blade, and I'm just going to go right along this edge to trim that away. See how easy that was? I'm going to do the same thing all the way around. Anywhere that I'm seeing bits of white. There we go. Now, got a little bit on this side too. I don't know if y'all can really see what I'm doing, but do you see the way that just curled right on up? Here's a little more hanging over here. Ooh, that didn't quite get cut away. There we go. That didn't curl up as pretty as the last one, did it? Okay. Well, this one is not cutting as good as the others did. You know, there's always one in the bunch. Don't want to cooperate and do right. Look at there. Isn't that pretty? And that is the front, outside, and inside cover of my little book. Now let's do the back, inside and outside covers. I like to get the edges first. And the reason why is it just makes it easier. Or at least in my mind it does. It might not actually, but to me it does. Oops, I got glue all over my finger blade there. It's alright. Okay, so I'm going to move this back and try to let y'all see what I'm doing. Basically, got it back too far? No, I don't think so. Basically, I'm just trying to measure that up. Okay. There we go. Alright, same thing. When I was doing the gluing down the pages the way I was doing them, it dawned on me that I probably should have showed y'all what I did on one of them. Sorry, I guess that was a missed opportunity. But you know, I'm still learning. I'm getting this. Learning how to do as I go. Alright, and then I'm just going to line this up just like I did the others. Alright, got it. Get my finger blade, or not my finger blade, my bone folder, and just make sure I've got good contact all the way around. Alright, and I'm going to turn this over and take my finger blade and cut away the excess white, which I don't really know how there was that much excess, but you know what, I've got some right there too. Let me get that first. Ooh, y'all, I just cut right into that. See? Okay. Real good example of how sharp this blade is. I just accidentally cut where I didn't mean to. But that's okay. I've got the best glue on the planet right here I can use to help me fix that little boo-boo. I might have to get my scissors after this. Man, this is not wanting to do right. There. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, to attempt to try to fix this, and if I can't fix it this way, I'll have to find some other way to fix it. But I'm just going to run just a little bit of glue right along this edge. And then I'm going to take and just kind of try to drive that right back where it goes. And hopefully hide my mistake. This isn't going to go to anybody in particular. If it was, I would redo it, especially if I was selling it. But since this is going to be for me, there we go. See? Now you can't even see it. That worked out really well. I'm very, very happy with that. Okay, so now I've got that. Do I need to trim anywhere else? I'm a little afraid to now. There we go. And maybe a tad more right there. There. Okay. All right. So this, I think, will be the back of the book, and I think this will be the back inside of the book. So now let's see what we've got. Okay, so this is the outside, and then it flips open. Oops. See, that's what I'm talking about. Got to pay attention to those edges. Then it'll flip open like this. You know, I don't know if I like that against that. That's the lovely thing. I can change my mind on placement. So I think I don't know. I wish I could ask y'all what y'all thought. This one or this one? Or should I abandon that idea and go with the white? You know what? I think I kind of do like the white there. So that'll flip that way. And that looks good up against that. So we'll go that way with that one. And then that way. I'll get it straight in a minute, y'all. Sorry. like that. That one. Yep, that one. That one. And that one. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hole punch, which is my Crop-A-Dile, right here. And I'm going to use the large hole setting. And I think I'm going to go in about, I don't know, let's see how deep that'll be. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I'm going to go in about a ½ an inch, I think. So now I've just got to figure out where I want it. So I'm going to take my center ruler again. And you know what? I think I'm going to use this white one. This white page. And then I will use this one to help me with all the others. So, again, to find the center of this, which I think I just found it. Yep, I did. Okay. Now I've just got to figure out where I want my holes to be. I think I want my holes to be, I don't want them too far apart, but I don't want them too close together either. So I think I'm going to go right about here. And that would be right about here. Now just double check, make sure I'm right. Yep. Okay. Now, making sure that I am on the correct spot, I'm going to take this where I marked and punch the hole. I'm going to do the same over here. Now I've got my template for punching my holes. Okay, I'm going to punch all my holes and then I'll be right back. Okay, now I've got all the holes punched. So, don't know if you can see that, but they are all punched. Okay, so I'm going to now take my rings, if I can find where I put them. Right here they are. Okay, I've got two different sizes here. I haven't decided which size I wanted to use. I have 1 inch and I have 1.5 inch. I'm thinking the 1.5 inch might be a little bit big. I've still got to do what decorating I'm going to do. But basically the way that you do these with the rings is you just put them straight through the holes and then reconnect. Yeah, the 1 inch is a good size for right now anyway, until I start getting stuff in it. Once I get stuff in it, then I might need to expand to the other size. But for now, I think this is a good size, the 1 inch. But see, it'll flip just like this. Y'all, I think this is turning out really cute. Okay. Alright, so now to do some decorating. Okay, everybody. Slight change of plans. I was going to do the whole process video in one sitting, but it ended up running into a lot longer than what I had anticipated. So, I'm going to end the first portion of the actual making of this book now, and then later on I will upload the rest of it, which is the decorating of it. So, thank you so much for watching, and please keep an eye out for the completion of this. It's going to be at least a two-parter. So thank you so much. This part and one more. And until next time, y'all have a very blessed day. All right. Thanks for watching.